What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to be taking a look at bounty skills. You see, the other day, I showed you Mercenaries in the Transformers trading card game. And we've had a look at all of these Mercenaries at this stage. But we're now in this weird situation where, well, we know what the Mercenaries do, but we haven't actually looked at many of their battle cards, and I thought, right, that sounds rude. Let's get to it. Now, all of the Mercenaries have a bounty skill. So if we have a look at Nightbird as an example, when this does enough attack damage to KO an enemy, you use this card's bounty ability. You play an action from your opponent's scrap pile, which is kind of hilarious. And we'll go through all the bounty abilities at the end, but there is basically 6 of them, which equates exactly to 1 per mercenary. Or is there? But there are a couple of cards that give us extra bounty abilities. Let us use them, let's say not quite in the way we were intending. We don't have to take a KO here. There is another way to use them. So let's have a look, and let's start off with Contract Contingency. Now, as a cool little side note here, this does actually have a double black icon, so that's kind of awesome. And it reads, choose one of your characters, it gets +2 until end of turn. When the chosen character does 4 or more attack damage to an enemy without KOing it, use one of the chosen character's bounty abilities. Now, this essentially allows for the possibility of having extra bounty abilities in the future, and there is a card we'll see in a minute that does actually give you another bounty ability, and of course, if you had both on at once, you'd have the pair. This is awesome, because generally you only actually get to use a bounty ability when you take a KO. This is just when you deal 4 or more damage without KOing. But of course, if you do KO, you don't need to use Contract Contingency, because if you KO, you get the bounty ability anyway. So really, it's just a way of guaranteeing that your bounty skill fires, and this is really nice. Because it may well be that you get your bounty skill like once a game, whereas here it's basically every time you attack. Now, it doesn't have a green icon, which means it's not going to be guaranteed that you draw into it, but if you're playing this in a piercing deck, you've got the double black icon rolling, and as we saw the other day, I'll pop a link in the description, there are a bunch of double black icon cards we've got now, not to mention Plunder, a triple black icon card, and to date, still the only triple icon card we've seen. When I say triple icon, I don't mean 3 icons, I mean triple as in 3 of the same. I'm still expecting a blue and an orange triple icon card, but they haven't been revealed yet, so, you know, maybe in the future. So this is quite nice. It means, and you can play this with Pierce incidentally, and if you can get up to Pierce 4, you basically guarantee you're going to fire. So this lets you use it another way. But Coup is actually a really nice card as well, plus it's got Autobot Hot Rod on, and I love me some Hot Rod. Hot Rod and Grimlock, best designed Transformers, come at me in the comment section. It is a secret action. Now again, it has a black icon, which does mean that we're almost feeling a little bit bullied into playing Pierce along with our Mercenaries here. But it's kind of worth it. Now, it's a secret action, so you play it face down, and if the reveal trigger happens during your opponent's turn, you get to use it. The reveal trigger is when a character is KO'd, and when it's revealed, you use a bounty ability on one of the cards on your battlefield. Now, this is huge, because it doesn't let you use the KO'd character's bounty ability, it lets you use any of your character's bounty abilities. And that is not even remotely the same thing. You can choose whichever character you like, as long as it's got a bounty skill, and go ahead and use it when anyone else is KO'd. And again, we're just talking more bounty skills here. Extra bounty skills, using it more than we might expect, getting extra mileage out of it. It's really, really good. And it's when one of your characters is KO. Doesn't have to be during an attack. If your opponent gets a cheeky damage KO using something like Zap, that would be absolutely fine. And then you get extra instances of this. But maybe you don't want extra instances of the same bounty skills, maybe you want a new bounty skill. Well, might I introduce you to Valuable Contract? Valuable Contract is an upgrade utility, and you attach it to one of your characters. Now again, it's got a black icon, so we're still in the same thing, and you'll notice there's a little bit of extra hot rod here, almost like a story's being told. And when the upgraded character does enough damage to KO an enemy, you use this card's bounty ability. So you actually come in here with extra bounty skills. And it is, you choose a battle card you own from outside the game that has exactly 1 star and put it into your hand. Now, when it says exactly 1 star, we do actually have one battle card that has more than 1 star. It is Ultra Magnus Armor. It is a 2 battle star card, which can only be put onto Autobots, i.e. not Mercenaries, and it is an orange and a blue icon card that gives you +2 attack and +2 defense. It's phenomenal, but not in the kind of deck we're going to be playing Valuable Contract in. So you just get to grab yourself any star card from out the game and whack it into your hand, and it could be anything. It could be the lovely mounted missiles that I was lucky enough to be able to spoil from Wave 2. Double orange icon card gives you +2 attack, and it can go into armor or utility. It could be Leap of Faith, which lets you play the top 2 cards of your deck. It could be Bolt of Lightning, that just does free damage to a character. And I actually really like Bolt of Lightning with Valuable Contract, because generally Bolt of Lightning has 2 pretty big downsides. No battle icon, so if you flip it you get no advantage, and there's no guarantee you'll draw into it, so you might never play it. But Valuable Contract puts it into your hand, so you can guarantee that you've got Bolt of Lightning in your hand, ready to play the very next turn. Because, of course, this will activate when you KO a character which is attacking, which is the end of your turn. Make no mistake about it, this is an incredibly powerful card. And the best bit about it is it lets you choose your star cards. It lets you choose which of those cards. You can literally just have a folder with all of the possible star cards in, and then pick the very, very best one to go ahead and play when this happens. Absolutely love it. But we've been talking about bounty skills in this video, and honestly, it would be a little bit rude at this stage if I didn't at least give you a friendly little reminder of all of the bounty skills. Now, I've already told you Nightbird. Nightbird is actually the Wave 4 promo, whereby you get to play an action from your opponent's scrap pile, which is amazing. But a quick flick through the others in order. We have got Deadlock. His bounty skill lets you flip this and draw 2 cards. When you flip, Autobots and Decepticons cannot use stealth this turn, and you have stealth against Autobots and Decepticons, so essentially you draw 2 cards, turn off your opponent's stealth while getting it yourself. That's kind of nice. Detritus just repairs free damage, which is pretty gosh darned awesome. It is only from Detritus, but still, repairing free damage is kind of nice. I mean, I was getting all bent out of shape and redonkulously excited the other day at the thought of opportune repairs that lets you repair free damage. This does the same thing. Lockdown has a bounty whereby you put the bottom card of your deck face down under it, and you have +2 attack for each card under him. Now, if you can take multiple attacks, you can really be beefing up here. But honestly, the chances of taking multiple KOs before either winning the game or being KO'd yourself is kind of slim. And when you flip to alt mode, you get to draw a card for each card under him and each upgrade he has, but then scrap that many cards from your hand. So it's not so much giving you a card advantage as allowing you to cycle the cards in your hand. You're not gaining any cards, but you are drawing new and then discarding, well, new or old, and hopefully getting the right cards in your hand. Mudflap has a lovely bounty skill whereby you reveal the top card of your deck and you may play it, like an underpowered Leap of Faith, or indeed like attaching a field communicator to a specialist. Except you reveal it, you don't scrap it. If you choose not to play it, it goes back onto your deck. But essentially, if you're using this bounty skill, it means playing an extra card. That's kind of lovely. And then finally, we've got Octone, whose bounty skill just does 2 damage to an enemy. And it is an enemy, not a tapped enemy, or an enemy in range mode, or any of that. Nope. You just get to do 2 damage anywhere you like. It's rather nice. I like Mercenaries. I love that they debuted in the Transformers trading card game rather than in the toy line. That just adds legitimacy to the game in a way that makes me very happy. I love these bounty skills, and I love all of the cool stuff we've got going on around it. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to know what you think about the bounty skills, about using them extra. To be honest with you, yeah, there we go. I want to know what you think about all these. So let me know in the comment section. Get nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk Transformers and anything else that takes our fancy. And do please consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can get weekly bonus podcasts and support the channel, and it's an all lot of fun. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.